As if the following were right out of the pages of my game-changing book, Live Well, Die Broke, the only perfect financial advisor who ever lived, Jesus Christ, tells an interesting story about using and enjoying one's money before it's too late, where in Luke chapter 12 he describes the success of a wealthy landowner who finds himself in an unusually high bumper crop. And then, instead of doing what most people would do, enjoy the fruits of their labor now, he instead gets the bright idea to store away those fruits for some point out in the future. This giddy farmer is so excited about this newfound concept of storing wealth for the future that he decides to tear down a perfectly good barn to build bigger ones. His reasoning for stockpiling more goods for the future leaves him with the feeling of peace and security, where he proclaims, "I have plenty of grain laid up for many years, so I will take it life easy, eat, drink, and be merry." While that might have been his plan for his storehouse of wealth for the future, as he's about to learn, this is certainly not God's plan for him today. As Jesus concludes this parable with God proclaiming the following, "You fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself?" Ecclesiastes 5:13 describes the futility of stockpiling money for the future as basically evil. And therein lies the dilemma with the many hardworking savers I meet on a regular basis who find themselves in the same predicament as this wealthy landowner. They've been told by the financial world that it is their mission in life to stockpile as much money as they can into their 401k plans. However, what the financial world fails to tell them is that if they don't use and enjoy the storehouse of this wealth, then all of this saving has been in vain. The question for you, dear saver, is this: will you be like the wealthy landowner and forget that this life one day might end, and possibly sooner than you think? Or will you instead learn from the advice of Jesus and consider getting with someone who can remind you that in the end, yep, that's right, we all die broke? My advice: don't assume that you'll live forever. And don't assume that by stockpiling more and more money for the future will help you worry less about it. In fact, in working in this field for over 40 years and watching the lives of thousands of retirees play out, I found that in most cases, having more wealth creates not only more problems, but sometimes more worries. Here's the truth about money, folks. While money is a must for living, this money, especially when it is stored away for the future, may create this false sense of security at a time in life that only God can provide. 1 Timothy 6:17 reminds us not to put our hope in something whose future is questionable at best and whose time has not only come yet. No, only God knows that. No, our hope does not lie in how much we have stored away for the future, but rather our hope lies in where our future has already been prepared. A hope that never fades nor can be taken away from us.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like, check out these other clips. And be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for more videos.